this video, we're going to cover all you need to know about the ethical considerations of AI, which account for 40% of the Salesforce AI Associate certification. The content is based on my comprehensive study guide designed to get you certified on your first attempt. Make sure you pause this video and access the study guide from the link in the description section below before we continue. Consolidated from over hours of trailhead content, the study guide contains all critical information in a single place. From detailed chapter summaries, flashcards, practice questions to benchmark your knowledge, and a glossary of over 100 critical AI terms, it has been designed to accelerate your Salesforce AI journey. The ethical considerations of AI section cover 39% of the Salesforce AI Associate certification. So you can expect at least 16 of the 40 questions in your examination. For this topic, you would be expected to describe the ethical challenges of AI, including bias and fairness in AI, along with privacy and data protection, applying Salesforce Trusted AI Principles to real-life scenarios. In this video, we will be reviewing 1. The ethical implications of AI, including bias, fairness, and transparency, along with designing AI solutions that adhere to these ethical principles. And finally, looking at the Salesforce Trusted AI Principles and how they will be applied to specific scenarios. Ethical implications of AI in Salesforce. While research has shown that customers don't trust AI systems, they do expect companies that use them to use it responsibly. So, as we are increasingly relying on AI to make decisions, automate process, or personalize experience, it's crucial to pause and consider the ethical challenges and myths. Myth 1. AI is neutral. Fact. AI is only as neutral as the data it's trained on and the humans who design it. Biases in training data can lead to a skewed or discriminatory outcome. Myth 2. Ethical AI is a nice to have. Fact. Ethical AI is no longer optional. It is a necessity. Unethical AI can lead to legal repercussions or damage the brand reputation irreparably. Myth 3. AI ethics is only about data privacy. Fact. While data privacy is crucial, AI ethics also encompasses fairness, accountability, transparency, and the social impacts of AI technology. Salesforce best practices for incorporating ethics in AI. Salesforce Einstein offers a plethora of AI capabilities, including Trust Layer, which aims at ensuring data privacy and security, a crucial aspect of ethical AI. Let's consider Marketing Cloud. While AI can personalize customer journeys like never before, what happens when personalization truly crosses the line into invasion of privacy? In the case of Service Cloud, while AI-driven chatbots can resolve issues swiftly, they also collect vast amounts of personal data. How is this data being used, stored, and protected? Let's now look at certain practices that we need to incorporate into our AI solution. Practice 1. Ensure safety by rigorous AI testing. To avoid AI bias and preserve customer data privacy, Salesforce performs rigorous AI testing in simulated environments. For predictive AI, which analyzes patterns of historical data to forecast a company's future outcomes, we mitigate bias by testing these algorithms over time and developing quantitative measures of bias and fairness. This helps us detect and correct bias-related issues prior to market launch. Tackling bias in generative AI remains a little bit more complex problem. It requires new evaluation methods such as adversarial testing, where adverse inputs are introduced into an AI model to help it recognize and reject those inputs so that these models do not produce toxic, biased, and unsafe or inaccurate outputs. Practice 2. Drive transparency with model cards, disclaimers, and documentation. Salesforce prioritizes transparency throughout the development and deployment of any generative AI systems. This includes providing Salesforce model cards that help ensure transparency around the Salesforce AI model. Each model card gives detailed information about the performance characteristics of the ML or machine learning and the AI artificial intelligence model. For example, you learn about the inputs, outputs, and the conditions under which the model works best and the ethical considerations in its use. Disclaimers. By providing clarifying systems such as pop-ups, help set expectations, advising customers that generative AI continues to be an evolving technology. Documentation. Product documentation provide a wealth of information to customers. They currently have model cards along with sharing key information such as the purpose behind a particular AI model and how Salesforce trains the AI model and potential risks associated with using AI. Usage guidance. When using model builders, customers are notified when the system received biased inputs, such as a zip code that could be corrected with race, preserving transparency in AI interactions. Practice 3. Make AI technology user friendly and inclusive. Salesforce's generative AI is designed to support customers with augmentative and empowerment, helping people elevate their productivity and skill sets. Salesforce ensures that its AI technology remains user friendly and inclusive, offering no code and low code products that democratizes access to AI for people with various levels of expertise. For example, the Prompt Studio enables users to explore prompt engineering, the art of creating prompts, while providing them with guidance, parameters, and prompts to create the best results. Practice 4. Improving AI model accuracy through grounding and customer feedback. Salesforce customers use generative AI models to automate sales process, deliver personalized customer interaction, and create customized buyer or merchant experiences. To validate model accuracy, Salesforce uses the dual approach of grounding output in customer data points with continuous iterative improvements through customer feedback. Dynamic grounding, the process of restricting the generative AI model to use factual, up-to-date data instead of older data sets. For example, by grounding the AI model with real-time customer data and knowledge articles about service queries, the answers being generated are more accurate and come from a trusted source. Customer feedback also helps validate model accuracy. Oftentimes, customers provide explicit qualitative and quantitative feedback on how they use or alter the AI outputs, which help refine Salesforce products, design, and improve the final end result. Practice 5. Promote sustainability in generative AI development. Environmental concerns loom large in generative AI development. Many models create a large carbon footprint resulting from the significant data and compute resources to build and run them. That's why it's important to develop generative AI solutions with sustainability in mind, with practices such as right-sizing models to avoid unnecessary compute and maximize hardware efficiency, leveraging open source, which enables the AI system to reuse model, removing the need to train new models from scratch. To generate generative AI that's built on trust, Salesforce remains laser focused on ensuring accuracy, safety, transparency, empowerment, and sustainability. Now let's start with Salesforce AI principles and how these 5 principles translate into practice. The Salesforce core AI principles include responsible, accountable, transparent, empowering, and inclusive. Responsible. As a responsible AI solution implementer, you need to safeguard human rights by working with human rights experts, protect data that you are entrusted with, and observe scientific standards and enforce policies against any abuse. Accountable. You are accountable to your customers, partners, and society for continuous improvement of your AI practice and policies. This is done by inviting customer feedback, leveraging advisory councils, and collaborating with industry groups, civil society forums, and governmental organizations. Transparent. Transparency includes providing model cards that explain not only how AI models were built, but also why the predictions or recommendations were made. This includes describing how models were created, with intended and unintended use cases, and finally, known ethical and societal implications. Customers must always remain in control of their data and models at all times. This is done by providing customers with clear disclosure of terms of use and the intended applications of Salesforce AI capabilities. Empowering. Salesforce makes it possible for people across all skill levels to build AI applications with clicks, not code. Additionally, they deliver free AI education via Trailhead and deliver research breakthroughs through tools like measuring bias, populating model cards, as well as providing in-app guidance for customers to know how to use AI responsibly while always being at the forefront of AI technology. And finally, the 5th trusted principle, inclusive. By testing the AI models using diverse and representative datasets, you can understand the impact of AI services on a broad range of customers, end users, and contexts. This includes conducting consequence scanning workshops and building inclusive teams that represent diverse experience and points of view by aligning with the core value of equality. With over 40% of the Salesforce AI Associate examination, the chapter on ethical AI implications is by far one of the most important for your certification examination. So let's recap with the flashcards. Myth: AI is neutral. Fact: AI is only as neutral as the data it's trained on or the humans who designed it. Ethical AI is nice to have. Fact: ethical AI is not optional anymore. It's a necessity without which it will lead to legal repercussions or brand damage. AI ethics is only about data privacy. Fact: AI ethics also encompasses fairness, accountability, transparency, and the societal impact of AI technologies along with data privacy. Ensuring safety by rigorous AI testing. We mitigate bias by testing these algorithms over time and develop quantitative measures of bias and fairness and evaluation methods such as adversarial testing so that the models do not produce toxic, biased, unsafe, or inaccurate outputs. Practice 2. Drive transparency with model cards, disclaimers, documentation, and usage guidelines. Salesforce prioritizes transparency throughout the development and deployment of generative AI systems by providing model cards, disclaimers, documentation, and usage guidelines. Best practice: make AI technology user friendly and inclusive. Salesforce Generative AI is designed to support customers across all skill levels with no code or low code AI model development. Best practice: improve AI model accuracy through grounding and customer feedback. Dynamic grounding is a process of restricting the generative AI model to use factual and up to date data instead of older data sets. Customer feedback provides explicit qualitative and quantitative feedback on how they use or alter the AI outputs. Best practice: promote sustainability in generative AI development. Generative AI technologies need to be developed with sustainability in mind, ranging from right-sizing models to maximizing hardware efficiency. An open source approach to reuse models and iterate on your work. Salesforce's Trusted AI Principles. Salesforce has 5 core trusted AI principles, including responsible, accountable, transparent, empowering, and inclusive. Let's talk about study strategy. If you've been with me till now, you'd have realized that I've already saved you hours by summarizing key aspects of the Salesforce AI Associate examination. To prepare for the exam, you could either go to the trailhead content, which takes over 24 hours, or start with my success blueprint that helped me ace the Salesforce AI examination with just 2 hours of study. Make sure you access my blueprint or study guide with the link in the description section. This not only includes the most asked content across each section, but also practice questions for you to benchmark your knowledge against every section of the examination. I've also included a glossary of over 100 critical AI terms that will help you get certified on your first attempt. As a leader within the Salesforce ecosystem, I understand